Man, it's Wade's word of the day, Wade's word of the day, and it's the remix. It's the remix, Wade's word of the day. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Let's talk. Let's talk. Who's hanging out with your boy on tonight? Who's hanging out with your boy on tonight? Y'all know it's Sunday night. It's the remix. Come on in. Let's talk. Let's talk. I need you to like and share as you come in the room. I need you to like and share. Do me a favor. Tag, text, like, and share as you come in the room. Come on in. It's Wade's word of the day, and it's the Sunday remix. It's the Sunday remix. Come on in the room. Let's talk. Come on in the room. Let's talk. Who's hanging out with us tonight? Who is hanging out with us tonight? All right. I see Ray has come in. It's the remix. It's the remix. Let me share real quick if y'all don't mind. I don't ask you to do nothing that I don't want to do. So let's talk. Let's talk. Yeah, it's the remix. It's the remix. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. It's the remix. Who else is hanging out with us on tonight? Come on, I need everybody to tag, text, tell somebody. Like and share. Like and share. Rodney Manning, what's going on, Doc? Good to see you this evening. Thank you for coming in the room. Nina Holmes, happy Sunday night to you as well. It's the remix. It's the remix. Yeah, everybody come on in. Everybody come on in. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Who else is hanging out with us tonight? It's the Sunday night remix. Nana, thank you for coming in the room. Thank you for coming in the room. We appreciate you tonight. We appreciate you. Who else? Who else is hanging out with us? All right, all right. Everybody tag and text somebody. Tell somebody. Yeah, y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Ray, thank you for the sound check. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Lori Thomas has made her way into the room as well. Everybody like and share. Now listen, if in fact you have not actually liked the post, I know you are liking and sharing with the hearts within the context of the live stream, but after, if you have not liked the post or loved the post, do your boy a favor and make sure you do that for me. Make sure you do that for me, that you, if you enjoy the word on tonight, that you like the actual post. Can you do that for me tonight? I would appreciate it. Mary Taylor, what's going on? Good to see you, Auntie. Good to see you. I hope that you are enjoying your vacay, your stay with the family, and happy belated birthday to you as well. Hey, and I need y'all tonight to wish my sister, my sister, you know, her tag and label on this particular platform is A Sky Zup, but we just know her as Tiff. We just know her as Tiff. So I need y'all to make sure that y'all wish her a happy birthday, a happy birthday. Turn down for what? Yeah. Wish her a happy birthday. What's up, cuz? I see that you have come in the room as well. Cynthia Porter, Kadila Bolin, thank you for coming into the room. Hello, Fear. Let's talk. Who else is hanging out with us on tonight? Y'all know why we come into the space at this time every night, Monday, 7 days a week. We come into the space not to tear down, but to lift up, to inform, to encourage, to enlighten, to share. I believe that we're in the season where we are, in fact, getting our healing, getting our breakthrough. Auntie Linda Smith, thank you for coming in the room. We appreciate you. Yeah, so we come into this space to tell those things that would try to block us and stop us. Hello, we're showing up in spite of you, our negative self-talk. We say, hello, you can't block, you can't stop us, you can't hold us down. Our fears, we look at our fears and we say, hello, can I get somebody, anybody tonight? Because I do feel turned up. Yeah, anybody tonight. This morning I was a little down. I don't know what it was, you know, just this little change of weather. But tonight, yeah, I feel all right. I feel all right. Yeah, so I need you even tonight to take that finger right there and speak to those things that would try to block you and stop you. Your haters. Tell them, hello, I showed up in spite of you. I showed up in spite of you. Sharon Stallings, what's going on? What's good to see you this evening. Thank you for coming in the room. Thank you for coming in the room. All right, I see folk are telling my sister happy birthday. Yeah, A Sky's up. Matter of fact, somebody tag her on tonight. Somebody tag her. And we're doing that. We've been doing it all week long. I need you to tag at least 3 people because it's Sunday night. All you got to do is use that sign with their name, all one together. Tag them and tell them to come on in the room. Tell them to come on in the room on tonight. All right. So we got a lot of folks hanging out with us. Okay. Yeah. So, hey, y'all know how we do it. Let's go ahead and get it started the way that we get it started. It is, in fact, Wade's word of the day. And on Sunday nights, we call it the remix. So here we go.
And so what are you guys going to do today?
I like to get an encouraging word. You know where I can get an encouraging word at?
Wait a minute, y'all. What time is it? Is it 8 o'clock? Is it time for Wade's word of the day? It's time for Wade's word of the day.
Are you ready for Wade's word of the day? It's 8 o'clock. It's time for Wade's word of the day.
Man, it's Wade's word of the day. Yeah, Wade's word of the day. And y'all know what we do on Sunday nights. We do the remix. We do the remix of Sundays with LHBC. My producer's in the camera shop. Thank you, producer. I appreciate you. Yes. Yeah, y'all know what we do on Sunday nights. It's the remix. And here it is. We come in every Sunday night and we kind of flip it, add some spinners to what we talked about on Sunday morning. And I don't know, but there's something about Sundays with LHBC. It's fire. And I appreciate each and every one of you who come into the virtual sanctuary every Sunday morning. I mean, we value you. We appreciate you. We really do. But this morning, I simply looked at Mark's gospel and this passage of scripture, this pericope around blind Bartimaeus. An interesting thing about that particular text is simple. Blind Bartimaeus gets word or hears that Jesus is making his way into the space or the place upon which he is occupying. And the text says that he begins to cry out to him. He begins to cry out to him. He begins to shout. Yeah, he begins to cry out to him. He gets so loud that all of the people around him, in essence, tells him to be quiet. You're making too much noise. You are starting stuff. Yeah. Be quiet, Don't say another word, but when they say this to Bartimaeus, the text tells us that Bartimaeus gets even louder. And we went on to just talk about turn down for what? Yeah, turn down for what? Yeah. We talked about how this phrase has come a long way since it first came on the scene with DJ Snake and Little John. Talked about how it's made its way into TV and films and movies. Even Michelle Obama used "Turn Down for What" as a song for her Let's Move campaign around her healthy lifestyle initiative. Made its way all the way to the White House. And then we went on to define it. We said, while there are many definitions as it relates to this phrase, "turn down for what," we chose to use the one that simply means to get loud. Yeah, to to make noise. One can even say to celebrate. Yeah, to get loud, to make noise. When one looks at the phrase, it implies there is no reason to turn down because we all got a reason to turn up. And so that's why you have the phrase turn down for what? Because, hey, I don't know about you. We all got a reason to turn up. We all got a reason, if you will, to magnify, to lift up, to celebrate, to be thankful, to make some noise. Yeah, to make some noise and to make some good noise. Yeah, to make some good noise. To when one says turn down for what you're simply saying is you seek to magnify or you seek to feed the hype of whatever is going on in your world. Yeah, to celebrate your greatness and to celebrate the blessings that God has placed within the context of your life. To celebrate that you've made it thus far by faith, to celebrate that God has been good, even on bad days. Turn down for what? Why should I turn down when he got up? Yeah, so when I even think about the fact that he got up for me, I got reason to turn up. I dare somebody would take their pinky finger right here in the room and simply say, turn down for what? Turn down for what? And I went on to suggest that, there are some people who are in your space, who are in your proximity, who would prefer that you turn down, that you would keep quiet, that you would keep silent because your turn up makes them uncomfortable. Anybody know any folk like that? Yeah, it makes them uncomfortable. It makes them uncomfortable because here's the reality. We live in a world specifically today that wants us to keep silent, who wants to quench our voice, who wants us to be quiet, who wants us to keep on going along to get along. They can't understand why you recognize it's a new day. And the day of just going along to get along is over. Somebody say, turn down for what? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm sure there are a lot of folk in the room, even on tonight. Yeah, even on tonight, some of you have been blocked, ridiculed, ostracized, and criticized because when it comes to Colin, when it comes to Trayvon, when it comes to Black Lives Matter, when it comes to Breonna, you stay turned up. Yeah. You stay turned up. Yeah. When it comes to injustice, when it comes to fighting against injustice, if you will, and any form of police brutality, you stay turned up. When it comes to your children and your grandchildren and the people that you love, yeah, you stay turned up. Somebody ought to say, I know that's right, because I know. You can try me on a lot of things, but you better not mess with my family. You better not mess with my children. You better not mess with anybody who I love. You want to see me turned up? Act the fool in that space. Even when it comes to your faith and your hopes and your dreams, you stay turned up. Turned down for what? But I recognize there's some folk who can't handle your turn up. Your turn up makes them uncomfortable. And I went on to quote these words of the poet, and it just simply says, and I'll just read a small part. It just simply says, sometimes we ask ourselves, who are we to be brilliant, to be gorgeous, to be talented, to be fabulous? And the rhetorical response comes back, who are we not to be? Yeah, who are we not to be? You're brilliant, you're gorgeous, you're handsome, you're talented, you're fabulous. Playing small does not serve the world. I said playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. Yeah, you're brilliant. And I say, let your brilliance shine. Yeah, let your brilliance shine. Turn down for what? yeah, let your brilliance shine. I know there's some folk who are uncomfortable, who can't handle your turn up. But don't you turn down for them. And the reason that I love that poem by Marianne Williamson, and the reason why I love this text that I chose on this morning, because the story of blind Bartimaeus speaks to the fact that we have to participate in our deliverance. Yeah, we're called to participate in our deliverance. Sometimes I say it like this, we just start out by faith and God meets us along the way. We're called to participate in our deliverance. This text, I don't know, read it on your own time, but it's a text about tenacity and determination. We see all of that as it relates to Bartimaeus. Think about it. He's known as somebody who can't see, but when one reads the text, it's clear. Yeah, he sees some things that some folk around him don't see. He understands some things that some folk around him don't understand. We see his tenacity and his determination. And the text illustrates the fact that sometimes when we have a need, and we know, in fact, that Jesus can meet that need, that we must become proactive rather than passive as it relates to getting our miracle. Somebody ought to say, I know that's right. Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Can I argue tonight that we must become actively involved in getting our miracle? Stop waiting on somebody else. God has given you everything that you need to walk in purpose. Everything that you need to fulfill the vision, the calling and the direction that he has on your life. But too often we spend a lot of time waiting on somebody else to give us permission to do what God has already called us to do. And don't let because you have made some mistakes in the past silence your voice for today. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Turn down for what? Turn down for what? That's right, Ray. Turn down for what? And what I love about Bartimaeus is that he does not allow others to discourage him or distract him from the calling, from the purpose, for the miracle that he believes that God has for his life. Don't be like some people. Don't quit at the first sign of opposition, because here it is. If you are not that gifted, don't worry about critics. But you have critics because you're gifted. And somebody needs to understand tonight, it is in fact your haters that get you blessed. You're not that gifted if you don't have any critics. And your critics make you famous. Yeah, I said your critics make you famous. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. See, they think that they're tearing you down, but in a real way, they're lifting you up. See, the best thing that your haters can do is to be quiet, to be silent. But what I do, I just sit back and let them announce my name. I said, your haters get you blessed. So don't quit on the first sign of opposition, because that comes with the territory. If you're going to do anything in this world, you're going to have a level of opposition. Dr. King said that. He said those who are in power don't give up that power willingly. You must be willing to go and secure it for yourself. So don't quit. That's right, Rodney Manning. Don't quit. Think about the big picture. God, in fact, does have our back. Man, those are words of wisdom, even right there. I'm picking up what you putting down. Yeah, you understand? So don't quit at the first sign of opposition. Turn down for what? Turn down for what? We have to recognize, don't quit because somebody hurt your feelings. Don't quit because somebody said something bad about you. Turn down for what? No, don't do that. Don't do that. I said, don't do that. Don't do that. Because here's the reality. Many of us squander or miss our opportunities simply because we quit. I like to say it like this. Don't leave before the miracle shows up. Too many of us quit or stop or stop pushing, and we miss the miracle. The text says that he cries louder and louder and louder, even in the face of opposition. Yeah, I believe Bartimaeus said, turn down. For what? For what? For what? So don't miss your moment. Don't squander your moment. Don't miss your opportunity because you're too afraid or you're too passive. That job can be yours. Yes, it can. You go for it. The resources are available to you. You go for it. The challenges that are up ahead, they are part of the process. Don't let them discourage you or turn you back. Turn down for what? And so we said there are three lessons that we see right there in the text. When you on your own time, read it for yourself. But the first thing that we see is that, hey, you got to be willing to move in the moment. I'll say it like this: when God begins to trouble the water, when God sends a wave, you ain't got time to be talking about, can I swim? You just jump in the water. You got to move in the moment. Yeah, somebody type that for your boy tonight. You got to move in the moment. You got to move in the moment. This is what blind Bartimaeus teaches us. When he hears that Jesus is passing by, he moves into action. In other words, you got to be ready when opportunities present themselves. Yeah, you got to be ready when opportunities present themselves. He didn't ponder, consider. He just, hey, Jesus is passing by. I need to get his attention. You got to move in the moment. You got to move in the moment, and you can't be waiting for somebody to give you permission. Notice he does not wait on them to give him permission. He just moves in the moment. Do y'all see that in the text? When you go home, read it for yourself. Stop waiting on somebody else. You move in the moment. You have to be ready to move when God says move, just like that. Yeah, you got to be ready to move. Because why? Because these opportunities come continuously. And you just got to be ready to move. Move in the moment. The more aware, the more knowledgeable you are, the more prepared that you are. Success is just when opportunity meets preparation. Yeah, so all of these things that you've been doing to prepare yourself, to get yourself ready when the moment comes, you got to trust that you have what it takes, and you just got to move in it. Stop being afraid of fear and all of this. You got to just move in it. Trust God, believe God, stand on the purpose and the plan that he would have for your life. You got to move in the moment. I love my uncle, Gary. He's going on to be with the Lord, and my Uncle Joe Freeman. You know, they teach you a lesson about moving in the moment. Whenever we get together, there's a little music and all of that stuff. Wherever we are, our family like that. They turn on the music and they, turn down for what? Yeah. But when he hears his song, my Aunt Maddie, Joe Freeman, sit down, my Lucille used to be like, Gary gone. But they don't wait for permission. When they hear something that makes them move, they get on out there and move. And they will start to turn up all by themselves. Yeah, anybody know anybody like that? Yeah, they just pop out on the dance floor. They don't look for permission to move. When they hear something that makes them feel the beat, they get right out on the flow and they get to moving. And just from sitting back watching them, because they were willing to step out, it gave others permission to do the same. Have you ever been, in a situation or whatever, dance or whatever, and, everybody leaning on the wall? Everybody trying to be cool. But then this one person out of nowhere, they step out onto the dance floor, and it seems like it gives everybody else permission to step out too. Yeah, when you begin to move out into the moments of your life, you not only create space for yourself, but you also, as the poem said, gives others permission to do the same. When folks see you operating in faith, when folks see you trusting in faith, those people who are in close proximity to you, those people who look up to you, those people who believe in you, when you step out, you give them permission to step out too. So you got to be willing to move in the moment, because somebody is counting on you. Somebody is looking at you. Somebody, is believing in you. Number two, don't let, we learned it in the text, read it for yourself. Don't let people keep you from pursuing your purpose. He gets word that Jesus is coming by, and he begins to holler because he needs Jesus to recognize him, to understand he is there. Others may not have recognized him, may have not paid attention to him, but he knows, I don't need everybody liking me. I just need the right one liking me. I just blessed somebody right there. Listen, stop looking for everybody to like you. You don't need everybody to like you. You just need the right people to like you. You don't need, stop tripping off of who don't like you, because that's it don't matter. It don't matter. It's not significant. It doesn't matter. Concentrate on the people who want to partner with you, who want to rock with you, because you don't need everybody liking you. You just need the right people liking you. Don't allow people to keep you from pursuing your purpose. Notice what the text says. When he begins to get loud, they look at him and tell him, be quiet. It ain't the moment for you. It ain't the time for you. Anybody ever told you that? You know, man, it's my time. It's my season. It's my chance. It's my opportunity. And you ready to step up, but you always got somebody who would try to tell you, don't you do that. You better be careful now. Are you sure? They tell him, be quiet. But the text says he gets even louder. Bartimaeus says, turn down for what? No, y'all don't know what I need. Y'all don't know what I've been through. Y'all don't know what I believe he can do for me. I'm not going to be silent. Matter of fact, I'm going to get louder. That's what the text says. The text says he don't turn down, but the text says that Bartimaeus gets louder. He shouts the more. That's what the text says. Stop allowing people to keep you from pursuing your purpose. Yeah, don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. Their reaction to Bartimaeus was like, be quiet, but Bartimaeus was like, I ain't studying y'all. I ain't thinking about you. I hear Jesus is passing by and he is the miracle worker, and I need a miracle, and I'm going to pursue my miracle. I'm going to pursue my purpose, whether you like it or not. Oh, you thought I was loud before? Can you see him? You thought I was loud before? Watch me get louder. You thought you was going to shut my voice down around police brutality? Watch me get louder. You thought you were going to silence me around the things that really matter in my life? Watch me get louder. He says, turn down for what? Because there are a lot of people who, while they say they with you, they don't really want to see you be blessed. They don't want to see the hand of God on your life. They just want to keep you normal. They want to keep you in your place. They don't want you to say anything. But Bartimaeus says, wait a minute. I'm not going to get quiet. I'm going to get louder. Don't allow people to block you from the purpose and plan that God has for your life. Don't give up. Don't give in. You keep on pursuing. You keep on pressing, as Paul says. You keep on trusting. You keep on believing. You keep on moving. Yeah, you keep on moving. Because history shows over and over and over again that some of the ideas that some folk at first thought were not going to be good at all, those are the ideas that have blessed the world. Yeah. You know, the same folk who used to tell me, I don't do this social media stuff or whatever, but Corona came. Yeah, Corona came and forced you into that social media thing. You know, the same folk who told you they didn't need no cell phone, they only need it for talking, they don't need to be able to text and all of that stuff. Yeah, they doing all of that stuff now. Are you understanding what? The same folk at church who told you that, giving online and having an online giving outside of the basket, that was the devil. These are the same folk who hurrying to get them some Cash App. Are you picking up what I'm putting out? So don't be stressed. Don't be tripping off of people who can't see the vision and the purpose that God has for your life. If they tell you to be quiet, you get louder. There's a dream, a destiny that you believe that God has for you. Don't let people block you from moving in your destiny. And the third thing that we learned from blind Bartimaeus is that nothing, I said nothing, and I got to go. Nothing is impossible with God. Nothing is impossible with God. Because if you look at the text and you read the text for yourself, one of the things that you'll discover, it says that blind Bartimaeus, when he gets louder, that Jesus stops and Jesus says, come to me. And then he asks Jesus, what do you want? But don't miss something. Don't miss something that's in the text. In the text, it says that when he says, come, blind Bartimaeus takes his cloak off. Yes, he does. He leaps to his feet and he goes to Jesus. Wait a minute. They say he's blind. But when Jesus says, come, he takes his cloak off. He jumps to his feet and he goes towards Jesus. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Blind Bartimaeus may have been disabled, but he ain't crippled. In other words, he has learned how to operate in his dysfunction. Don't miss that. He's learned how to manage his dysfunction, because the text says when he tells them to come, he takes off his cloak, he leaps to his feet, and he goes to Jesus. I got one of my best friends. One of my best friends' his name is George Mays, and he's blind. He's blind as well, and he came to stay with me one year, and I was so worried. I'm like, man, how is he going to be able to navigate? Being in, my place, kind of foreign and everything like that. And I'm trying to do everything that I can to, help him and navigate him in the space. And he's a preacher too. So I've seen him, get behind the pulpit, and I've seen him, preach his butt off. And sometimes I look at him like, is he really blind? Because he's learned how to manage his disability. And so he's there at the house, and I'm like, surely I'm going to have to help him. And so this morning we're getting ready to go to church. I get up and I hear the shower on in the bathroom, and Mays done made his way from the room that he was staying in at my house, down the hall, into the bathroom. He's in the shower and he's getting dressed. And I'm like, whoa. In other words, he's learned how to manage. He's disabled, but he's not crippled. The same is the case with blind Bartimaeus. And even though blind Bartimaeus has learned how to manage his dysfunction, his disability, how to navigate it, yet he says, I want more. Because the text says that Jesus asked him, what do you want? Here it is. He's been able to manage his world. He takes off his cloak. He jumps up. He goes to Jesus. He's functioning. But yet he says, I want more. I want to see God do the impossible in my life. Because there are some folk who would try to convince me that even though I can manage it, even though I've been managing it, I'm doing all right, but I see something better in my life. And I believe that with God, all things are possible. Notice he does not say to God, I want you to help me manage better. He says, I want to see. No, don't you miss that. He says, I want to see. He's different from the man at the pool of Bethesda. The man at the pool of Bethesda makes all types of excuses, but blind Bartimaeus says, I want more. I want more. Yeah, I'm managing my dysfunction, but I believe that God works and does his best work in impossible situations. And I want to see. Yeah. I believe that God has the ability to change my disability. I want to see. I believe if God can't do it, nobody can. I want more. Is there anybody in the room tonight that you're like blind Bartimaeus? You've been functioning in your disabilities. You've been functioning in your dysfunction, but you have made up in your mind on tonight, I want more. I want to travel in the spaces that folks said I would never be able to travel in. I want to do all that God has called me to do. I want to see God do the impossible in my life. Yeah, that's what I want to see. And blind, his story teaches us that God does his best work in impossible situations. Blind Bartimaeus would say what grandma and them said, I came to Jesus. Weary, worn, and sad, but I found in him a resting place, and he has made me glad. There is no secret what God can do, what he's done for others, he can do for you, and he can do for me. Why? Because God specializes in the impossible. So here it is. Turn up, y'all. But when you turn up, you got to move in the moment. Don't let your haters move you from your purpose. And as you move, understand that God does his best work in impossible situations. Man, I'm done. I'm done tonight. Man, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Yeah, I want more. Anybody in the room want more? Yeah. He does his best work in impossible situations. God specializes in the impossible. I dare anybody in the room tonight, just take your fingertip and say, I know that's right. Yeah, I know that's right because he did it for me. He did it for you. Turn down for what? Yeah, turn down for what? Man, I'm out of here. I'm done. I appreciate y'all. Let's see if we can go out this way, man. See if we can go out this way. Yeah. It's the remix. Let's see if we can go out this way. Kind of feeling this one. Y'all let me know if y'all feeling this one. Here it is. Bless you, Rodney Manning. Turn down for what? Hey. Yeah. Come on. Hey. Let me know if you're feeling this one. Come on. Man, I gotta get out of here. This Wade's word of the day. We just come into this space not to tear down, but to lift up, to inform. Hey, I believe the best days are not behind us, but they're in front of us. If you believe that tonight, turn down for what? Hey, come on. Come on now. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that the best day. Hey, I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all real soon. Make sure you tell somebody. Tell somebody. Yeah, tell somebody. It's Wade's word of the day every night, 8 p.m. We come into this space. We getting our healing, y'all. Talk to you real soon. Peace and blessings to everyone. It will be the best day of our lives. Turned down for what? Peace.